gives it back.
Welcome
to Thunder Nerds. I'm Brian Hinton.
And I'm Frederick Phillip Von Weiss, and thank you for consuming the Thunder Nerds, a conversation with the people behind the technology that love what they do.
And do tech
good.
Boom.
Hey guys, we're here at the Front End Design Conference 2019.
Yeah, we're in St. Pete at the Palladium Theater. It's the 9th year here, the 11th year conference. It's pretty amazing. 11 conferences. They've really come a long way.
Yeah, and today's been a great, and we actually have one of the conference speakers. We have Guil Hernandez.
Yeah,
What's going on?
Yeah,
this is actually, I've been to about 9 of them.
Oh, cool. Okay.
It's good to finally be speaking this year and be up on stage. I'm super excited about
Did they give you the 9 jacket?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm looking around. I'm asking again.
Yeah,
that's a thing that they have about the vests.
Yeah, there's a vest.
Yeah, Gene will get you one of those later on. So before we go into your talk, you mind if we provide the audience a little bit of info about you?
Yeah, so I'm Guil. I work at Treehouse,
Mm-hmm.
and we're an online technology school.
Never heard of you.
Some things in tech here. No, yeah, we teach everything like software development, computer science. Now, most recently UX design. I'm focused on software development and front end development. So that's what I've been doing there for almost 7 years.
Oh wow, okay, yeah, that was going to be my question. How long with Treehouse?
Yeah, 7 years in June.
Wow. So are you making training, or are you doing the development of that?
Yeah, so I'm an instructor. So,
okay.
Cool.
So I create content, and I teach content, I put together videos.
So you're actually on the video?
I'm on camera on the videos.
Nice.
And I also try to do a little bit of development as well for mainly for the projects the students work on, and I also like create code challenges. That's where I get to practice a lot of my dev chops like in the app at work. But mostly teaching and creating content is what I do during it.
What's your favorite content to
JavaScript. Yeah, JavaScript lately. Lots of JavaScript, and most recently doing a lot of like Node and React. So that's been a lot of fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Because I started out doing mostly design, and then I got into like CSS and HTML, and then slowly worked my way into like Node and some deep JavaScript stuff. But that's been a lot of fun lately.
Nice. So, what's your talk?
So my talk today is so it's a lightning talk.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about CSS variables and how they can interact with JavaScript. And you can do a lot of cool things with animations and then with theming.
That's been a very popular topic lately.
Yeah. So I'm glad I chose to do this talk because it's a lot of like design system talks, and so hopefully it'll.
Could you provide for some of the listeners that aren't here a few key points that might be useful to them?
Yeah, totally. About the talk, right?
Just in general.
In general. The whole time. No, so the CSS variables are now, you can use them directly in CSS. In the past we've had preprocessor variables.
Yeah, Sass.
Right, and that was, that's just compiled static code and doesn't really like live in the browser like CSS variables do. So they CSS variables update at runtime or compute at value time. So you can do a lot of things like update the value of a property live within the scope of a media query, or like a selector, which opens up lots of opportunities for theming, creating reactive animations, right, that respond to mouse movements and all those things. So the talk is mostly about that, just a general intro to why CSS variables in the browser, why is it like a game changer in front end design and development, and then how you can use them to like make your style sheets less repetitive, more maintainable, themable, and all that fun stuff. And then later we get into some demos on how JavaScript and variables interact and all that fun stuff.
Do you mind if I ask you just like for somebody that might not be able to get their head around this, like where do I even begin with CSS variables and JavaScript? What would I want to do? Like what's the hello world of that, like to get someone started?
So I would say that a good thing is that, so one of the first demos I ever worked on with that is you use JavaScript to track your mouse movement, like the XY position of your mouse, like e.client X and Y, and then use that to like update a like position value in CSS, like a left or right offset or like a background position, and then you're just using that value to update the property, and you kind of get some interaction and movement going. And it's pretty cool. You can do some cool parallax stuff and some a lot of background effects and things. things like that.
Are there any negatives that you can think of offhand to starting to use variables, other than, I mean, probably what browsers accept it, but
No, I mean, so a lot of the times you can declare everything on the root scope, and that makes them global.
Yeah.
So that you can run into like that polluting the global scope type problem you run into.
Don't pollute.
Yeah. But at the same time, you can see everything at a glance, and it makes for good, I guess, easier theming if you want to theme your style sheet. Another author can come in and just change those values there. But you can also run into some problems because they also cascade and inherit and those kinds of things. But no real problems, no real performance problems. Like, there's a lot of fun to use.
So did you live code at all?
I'm not live coding. That could go sideways pretty quickly.
Why does he have a paper bag in his pocket? Yeah. Well, one question I do always like to ask too is when we're, like I said earlier, we're kind of getting that because we prepared our own talks. What's some behind the scenes a look at how you prepared it? How long were you working on it? Did you practice with friends and family? Just give us a little
so
look behind the mirror
for this talk. I done a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. I did a whole talk on the future of CSS. CSS comp and CSS variables was part of it, so I pulled parts of it from there. I had a little bit of practice doing some of the things I'm going to talk about today. I talked about that. I also did a Treehouse workshop on the topic, so I'm pretty comfortable talking about it. But still, nonetheless, lots of practice on my own.
Did you tweak your slides yet? Yesterday or tonight?
But it's a lightning talk, so it's very time boxed inside.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I gotta get the time.
There's only so much you can talk about.
I think they said 5 minutes.
5 minutes. I gotta go back and do some slides.
I'll be right back, guys.
It's like, 10, 15 minutes.
That's like the title.
Yeah, I'm Guil. This is that. Okay.
Nice talking to you. So, do you mind if I ask you, what are some of or maybe a few you could give us kind of takeaways for the people that couldn't be here, couldn't make it, couldn't get off work? You got maybe like 1 or 2 little things you could give them that they could take in the field and use?
For based on what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, just definitely CodePen has a ton of demos that'll help you learn some of the really cool things you can do. You can do a search on CodePen for CSS variables or custom properties, and then just there you can start to see how kind of easy it is to just easily create themable style sheets with variables, and help you spend less time worrying about maintenance or those kinds of things. And then overall, they're just a lot of fun to use. I don't know. The takeaway would be, just go out there and see a lot of the demos that people are already doing, and add some on CodePen too, and that'll inspire you to want to use them. So
it's not just about getting away from a preprocessor like Sass or less. It's also about all the additional things that you're going to be able to do now with CSS variables. Yeah, exactly. But Sass is great. You don't have to worry about compile step or transpiling a CSS to CSS. It's just all there and live in the browser. You can even update them inline on an element. You can't do that.
Really? That's a Sass.
Yeah, you can add a variable right there in the style attribute, for example, and it's going to work for you. So you can do that with Sass. But I still use Sass all the time. It's great. Yeah, it definitely has its place.
Yeah, it's variables are interesting. It's nice to see how broad the support is now. That it's finally you can pretty much just use them, and in places that you can't, there's I believe there's like preprocessors, which unfortunately was CSS Nets or what? CSS.
PostCSS. PostCSS is totally one of those things where in fact, I love those CSS. But support for the preprocessor CSS variables is great. It's across the board. Agreeing if you can, I use that.
Really, how far back? What's my IE? Am I using this in IE? Not 10, 11. Edge, Chrome.
All that.
Edge Chrome.
It's green.
Edge Chrome.
Yeah, Edge Chrome. That's what
Chrome. Actually, I heard it's Egg.
Egg, yeah. I heard that podcast. That was on the Shop Talk show.
It supports that.
Well, how can people reach you if they want to reach out to you? And what's some words of wisdom you could share?
Totally, yeah. So let's say I'm Guil H on the Twitters. Again, I'm at Treehouse. You can see a bunch of my courses there. And, yeah, my words of wisdom. Yeah, just be. If you want to do this, just commit to being a lifelong learner, because the learning never stops. Right? And inspire. Try to be a multiplier, right? And inspire others. To, if you learn something, it doesn't matter whether or not you think you're always going to know something more than someone else, right? So just try to share your knowledge and keep it going that way.
Yeah, it's awesome about the field too. So you can just always be learning.
Totally, yeah. The best part about my job.
Love it. Great.
Totally.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks for talking.
Appreciate everybody.